Hello everyone, I am Rajkumar Yadav, PGT Economics from St. Paul Senior Secondary School, Eta. So students, in my today's video, I will teach you about the factor payments or the income and transfer payments of the income. Students, these two terms, factor payments or the transfer payments, are very helpful in estimation of national income, because out of these two types of payments, which kind of payment you have to include or exclude while estimation of national income, I will tell you about this fact in my today's video. So let's begin. So students, here is your today's topic, that is about factor payments and transfer payments. Today we will study about the meaning of factor payments and transfer payments, their utility while estimation of national income, and then finally we will make short differentiation between these two terms, factor payments and transfer payments. So first we are going to start from the topic factor payments. Students, factor payments, it is made to a factor of production. Factor of production means land, labor, capital and entrepreneur. So factor payment mostly are made to a factor of production in return for rendering factor services. So factor payments are made into the form of rent to the land, wages to the labor and interest to the capital, then finally profit to the entrepreneur. Students, factor incomes earned by factor of production and factor payments made by an entrepreneur to factors for their services are in fact the same. So all factor payments, or which we can say the factor incomes, will be included in the national income. Why? Because there is the corresponding flow of goods and services in the economy. So everything which shows the flow of goods and services in the economy will be included in national income. So factor payment are. So again, factor payment, look here, factor payment is income received in return of rendering factor services. By the factors of production and factor payment, as I told you, is the income. So the factor income is earned by factors of production and factor payments are made by the production unit or the firm. Students, all type of factor payments or factor income are included in national income. As factor income are included in national income. The reason is that as there is a corresponding flow of goods and services. In the economy. So students, remember always that factor income will be included in national income, and the reason behind inclusion of national income, factor income into national income is that there is the corresponding flow of goods and services in the economy. So this is about the factor payments. Now transfer payments. Transfer payments. Students, transfer payments are received without any corresponding transaction of goods and services, and transfer payments are also known as unilateral payments. For example, old age pension, scholarships to the students, unemployment allowance, charity. Students, the pocket money which you receive, do you know? I think most of you gets the pocket money for your monthly personal expenditures from your parents. So I'm talking about this pocket money. So this pocket money which you received from your father or the parents is also a kind of transfer payments. Do you know why? The reason is that because you do not give anything back in return, and do not assume that your promise to fetch good marks is a commodity or a service. Sometimes your parents promises you that if you get 95% or the 98%, then they will provide you a bike or the Apple iPhone, whatever costly commodity are these. So when you will get this commodity in return of getting your higher marks, so this is not the proper transaction of goods and services, because getting marks is not any kind of service which you are serving to your parents. Your parents are giving you the pocket money, and in return you are not giving them anything back. So that's why the pocket money is also termed as the factor payments. And one more thing, these payments are received without making contribution to production. Means transaction of transfer payments never contribute to any kind of production activity. So transfer payments are not included in the national income of a country. The reason? Because there is no corresponding flow of goods and services in the economy. And further, I will tell you about the types of transfer payments, which are current transfer payments or the capital transfer payments. So here the transfer payments, it is income received without any goods and services provided in return transfer payments is also known as I told you that unilateral payments. So it is also known as unilateral payments. For example, old age pension, scholarships, allowances, charity and even your pocket money. Are some good example of transfer payments. Students, these payments means transfer payments takes place without making any contribution to the production. Transfer payments are, remember this point, transfer payments are not included in national income. Remember this point. Transfer payments are not included in national income. The reason, because there is no corresponding flow of goods and services in the economy. Students, transfer payments can be of two types. There are two types of transfer payments. First one is current transfer payments. Current transfer payments are made for consumption purpose. For example, old age pension, unemployment allowance, your pocket money. When we classify the transfer payments, we use to make the utility of transfer payments. On the basis of use of transfer payments, we divide the transfer payment in two types. First one is current transfer payments, in which we include those transfer payments which are made for the purpose of consumption, like your old age pension. Whoever is getting the old age pension, he will fulfill his basic needs with the help of old age pension. Even your pocket money, with the help of your pocket money, you will fulfill your needs. So these transfer payments are called the current transfer payments. Second one is capital transfer payments. Capital transfer payments. Students, these are made for capital formation. For example, investment grants or the capital tax or the consumption for war or natural damage. Suppose that this is the time for monsoon, and in several parts of our country there is the natural disaster related, the floods, and in floods the property of the state or the people is damaging. So to overcome the loss of these damages, whatever the provisions made by the government in the form of money provided to the people or the next lower state, this payment will be a unilateral payment, because those people who lost everything in floods or the natural disaster, they will get help in money form or in terms of goods or any kind of service from the side of government. The people will not return to the government anything. So this payment will be a kind of unilateral payment or the transfer payment. So transfer payments which are made for the purpose of capital formation, because with this help the people will again build their houses or the assets. So this type of payment will be included in the capital transfer payments. Now students, we will make difference between factor income or factor payment or transfer income or transfer payment. While you get question regarding make differentiation between factor income or the transfer income or the payments, if you are getting this question for 3 marks, then please write at least 4 for 3 marks, 4 points. Then I sure you will get full 3 out of 3 marks for the same answer. Include these 4 bases, and on these 4 bases write these 4 differences between factor income and transfer income. So first base is meaning. Write first difference on the basis of the meaning of factor income or the payment or the transfer income payment. So factor income, it is the income received in return for rendering factor services by the factors of production, while In transfer income or the payment, it is the income received without any good and services provided in return. Second difference will be on the basis of concept. Concept of factor income, that it is an earning concept. Factor income is an earning concept, whereas transfer income is an receipt concept. Third one is types. Types of factor income are rent, wages, interest and profits, whereas in transfer income are from household, corporate of government factors, government sectors and vice versa, such as gifts, donations, etc. Fourth difference is very important difference which you have to mention in your answer. If you are missing any one difference on the basis of these two bases, then it will be okay, but these two differences you have to include in your answer. First one is on meaning and second one is inclusion of national income, whether the factor income or transfer income are including in national income or not. No doubt these two differences are also important, but so fourth one is inclusion of national income. These are included in national income. Factor payments are included in national income. Reason, because there is corresponding flow of goods and services. You may be asked question on the reason basis, whether the factor income is included or not, give reason. So then you have to get your answer from this point. And about the transfer income are not included in national income as there is no corresponding flow of goods and services. So students, that's all for today's topic. Thank you. So students, that was your today's video, and again I hope that you get proper knowledge about the factor payments and the transfer payments along with the differences. Students, please prepare your notes properly and send your notebooks to me, that I will check them on time. Till my next video, please keep yourself safe and stay at home with your parents. Thank you. Jai Mata Di.